The Grand Chamber of the Galactic Federation fell silent as Ambassador Hyal stood before the council, her dark eyes unwavering beneath the harsh luminescence of 1,000 alien gazes. The crystalline floors reflected the bioluminescent forms of delegates from across known space, the towering Zelthar, the gaseous Nebulans, the ancient Kraeth who had witnessed civilizations rise and fall like tides. Ambassador Hyal, High Counselor Zarkoth's voice echoed through translation devices embedded in every being present. Humanity has been a member of this federation for merely 2 standard cycles. Yet in that brief time, you have developed technologies that surpass our collective achievements of millennia. We ask again, will you share the quantum displacement drive with the Federation? Hyal's jaw tightened. Behind her, Kevin shifted his weight, his hand instinctively moving toward the neural interface at his temple. He was humanity's chief engineer, the mind behind their revolutionary breakthrough, and he knew what was coming. No, Hyal said simply. The chamber erupted. Delegates screeched, hummed, and vibrated their displeasure in a cacophony of alien protest. The Zelthar ambassador rose to his full 3-meter height, his exoskeleton clicking with agitation. This is unprecedented, he bellowed. The Federation Charter requires technological sharing for the benefit of all species. Article 7, Section 3, Hyal countered, her voice cutting through the noise like a blade. Technology sharing is mandatory only for defensive systems during wartime, or when a species lacks the capacity for independent development. Neither applies here. Counselor Zarkoth's tentacles writhed. You would deny us advancement? Humanity benefited from our medical technologies, our agricultural systems. This is ingratitude of the highest order. Kevin stepped forward, unable to remain silent any longer. With respect, Counselor, you didn't give us those technologies. We traded for them. Fair exchange. Medical tech for our propulsion theory. Agricultural advances for our materials science. But the quantum displacement drive, that's different. How? Demanded the Nebulan representative, its gaseous form swirling with agitation. Because you didn't ask to trade, Kevin said quietly. You demanded. And when we asked what you'd offer in return, you said the privilege of Federation membership was payment enough. A murmur rippled through the chamber. Several delegates shifted uncomfortably. Hyal raised her hand and the room gradually quieted. Let me tell you why we're refusing, she began, her voice steady but carrying an edge that made even the ancient Kraeth lean forward. 3 months ago, we discovered that the Zelthar Empire attempted to hack our research facilities. 2 months ago, Nebulan infiltrators were caught trying to steal prototypes. Last month, we intercepted communication suggesting several council members were planning to declare our technology dangerous and seize it for safekeeping. Zarkoth's skin flushed a deep purple. Those are unsubstantiated. We have evidence, Kevin interrupted, pulling up holographic displays that flooded the chamber with damning communication logs, surveillance footage, and decoded transmissions. You didn't want to share. You wanted to steal and then control. The revelation sent shockwaves through the assembly. Some delegates protested innocence while others fell conspicuously silent. But that's not even the real reason we're saying no, Hyal continued. She began to pace, her boots clicking on the crystalline floor. Humanity spent 10,000 years clawing our way up from caves to starships. We fought wars, survived plagues, nearly destroyed ourselves a dozen times. Every advancement came with blood, sweat, and sacrifice. The quantum drive? Kevin and his team worked for 15 years. 83 researchers died in testing accidents. We mourned every single one. She stopped, turning to face the council directly. You species of the Federation. Most of you were uplifted by others. The Zelthar were given space travel by the Kraeth. The Nebulans received their technology from the ancients. You've forgotten what it means to struggle, to fail, to pay the price for progress. You expect everything to be handed to you because it always has been. How dare you, began the Zelthar ambassador. We dare, Kevin said, his voice harder now. Because we've learned something you haven't. Technology without understanding is dangerous. The quantum drive operates on principles that took us decades to comprehend. Hand it to a species that hasn't done the groundwork. They'll misuse it. They'll weaponize it without understanding the consequences. We are not children, Zarkoth protested. Then stop acting like them, Hyal shot back. You want our technology? Earn it, trade for it fairly. But don't you dare demand it, don't try to steal it, and don't insult us by suggesting we owe it to you. The silence that followed was absolute. For a long moment, no delegate moved or spoke. Then slowly, one of the Kraeth elders began to pulse with soft light, their equivalent of laughter. In 10,000 cycles, the ancient being said, its voice like wind through stones. No species has ever refused the counsel. Humanity, you are either the most foolish species we've ever encountered or the wisest. Hayal smiled grimly. We're the species that survived ourselves. That should tell you everything you need to know. She touched her comm device. The human delegation is leaving. When the Federation is ready to treat us as equals rather than a resource to exploit, we'll be waiting. As Hayal and Kievan walked toward the exit, Kievan leaned close and whispered, You know they'll try to force us. Let them try, Hayal whispered back. They're about to learn why humanity didn't just survive, we thrived. Behind them, the council erupted into chaos once more. But neither human looked back. They had made their choice and they would stand by it. The galaxy would learn that humanity wasn't here to be managed or controlled. They were here to forge their own path on their own terms always.